In this tutorial we will create this gorgeous mini octopus. They are made with a nice and a fluffy yarn and they look so cute. It is a very quick tutorial and I'm sure you will enjoy it. Let's do it. I'm going to use this chunky Flutterby yarn by James C. Brett. We will need scissors. When I make amigurumi like these beauties, I always go down size. Here it is recommended 6 millimeters, but I'm using 4 millimeters hook. We will need a yarn needle and some polyfiller. So as I'm making them as a keychain, I will need some keychain hardware, jump ring. This is a tool which helps me close and open the jump ring. We will need the smallest, or you can, if you want, you can put a bigger eyes to have a dramatic look. But I'm using the smallest safety eyes, and this is again a tool for closing our jump ring. Normally I would start with a magic ring, but when I use this fluffy yarn I start differently, so I will show you how I do it. So we start with a slip knot, and then I chain 2. Then we go into the second chain from the hook and we do 8 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now, instead of keep going around in a spiral, let me show you what I do. I loosen this one a tiny bit, and then I go to the first single crochet, and from the back I go through the 2 loops, like if you are going to work from here, but I'm going from the back and put this loop through. What this makes is it creates a full row. You close the first row, but what you need to remember, that every time when you start the next round you must start with in the same place from here, so you don't lose a stitch. So this is our second round, and we are going to make an increase in each stitch. So we had 8. By the end of this round we will have 16 single crochets. So as I said, we go straight into the same one. We put our we close our first round. So in each stitch we do 2. So by the end of this row we'll have 16. Done the first 2. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So can you see, you don't need to put a little marker where the first stitch is, as we're not working spiral in a spiral, but we are completing each round. So now I loosen it a little bit and I go from the back, but you go from both loops, and sometimes it may be easier just to go from the front, just to make it nice and easy, and then pull through. So this is our round 2 with 16 single crochet stitch. For round 3, we are 3 to 5, we are going to do no increase, just do all these 16 stitches. So in each stitch we will have a single stitch. And I will meet you at the end of round 5. So we are at the last stitch of round 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, instead of going via the 2 loops, I want you to go only at the back loop. So for round 6 we are going to start making decreases, but only in the back loop. So again we go in the same back loop we've just been, and then we go in the next back loop, yarn over, pull through, and we have 3 loops, and we decrease. So we do this 8 times. So again we go in the next single crochet, yarn over, pull through, go in the next single crochet, yarn over, pull through. We have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 3 of them. So we do this another 6 times. So can you see we're leaving the front loops unworked. And the last one. Now we can just, no, let's do it as we normally do. So what I want you to do is to pull through some of the yarn, not very much. Let's see. Sometimes if you do it very tight, you may have troubles and get stuck. So let me undo this and do it again. I don't think I did it tight, but sometimes the yarn just gets stuck. But I absolutely love the feeling of this plushie. It's absolutely lovely. So now we need to pull a little bit of the yarn before we end. It's stuck again. Let me see if I can do it from here. We don't need so much. Okay. So at that stage, we're going to put the eyes. So the eyes will go between row 4 and 5, and I show you how I do that. So if we, although we have worked so lovely the whole round, you hardly can see when we started and when we finish, so it doesn't matter. But this is where the back I always put. So if we do it this way, we can put the first eye here. What we do, we go around and we secure the eye like that. If you press very hard, so there are few grooves, 1 2 3 4 grooves. I go to the second one, so the eyes, so this one was pressed a little bit more, and you can see they go further in. This one I wanted them to be a little bit spooky, so I just went to the second groove. Or if you use a bigger eye, it will be okay as well. So we went 1 groove, 2 grooves, and then the second eye we place one. This is 1 2 on the third, 3 gaps on the third gap next. Let me just see. 1 2 on the third gap, and we do the same. looping one, went through one groove. No, we didn't. One more. Okay, so now is the time to stuff the little octopus head. Normally use my crochet hook. I'll put a tiny bit more. And now we need the yarn needle. And what I do, I go in every stitch like that. Just press on the stuffing so you don't get caught on it. When we go around like that, we just pull and close the gap. And to secure it, I go around. Then we can go to the, just to secure. I don't think it will go anywhere, but to use the, and then go through the same place where you came out. So if you did not have safety eyes, you can use different color yarn. You can use the same but black color and make the mouth and the eyes. It's up to you. Okay, so we've done the cute head. So we need to create now the 8 tentacles, and let me show you how. So as we left these front loops, here they are. Once you start working with this yarn, you will get used to what you're seeing. Probably at the moment you may not be able to, but these are all the 16. If you want, you can put some marks, but so here is the back, which again I think it is really nicely finished. So we'll start from this front loop. When we were working, this was the front loop, so we'll start from here, and I'll show you how to do a bubble stitch. Normally a bubble stitch we would we'll make it a little bit bigger, but because we don't want a huge bubble stitch, I'll show you the way I make this half bubble stitch, if you want to call it. They're just smaller. So we take the yarn and we hold the head this way, and we will start. This is the last 16 front stitch which we left. So we yarn over the yarn and pull through. To secure it, just chain 1. So we start working the bubble stitch, which is half worked double crochet stitch, and when we do 2 of them, we will work both of them together. So we yarn over and go into the same stitch, and as you can see, I keep this here so we can work around this end piece of yarn. So yarn over, pull through. So now we have 3 loops. Yarn over, pull through from the first 2 loops, and instead of going and finishing the double crochet, we'll stop here and then yarn over and go back into the same loop, yarn over, pull through, and now we have 4 loops, 1 2 3 4. So now we will go yarn over, pull through 2, and now we are going to finish our bubble stitch, and yarn over, pull through 3 of them. So to make it nice and stick out nice like that, what I like doing is to go in the same stitch, yarn over, pull through, and make a slip knot, a slip stitch, and then we go here to the next front loop, yarn over, pull through, and now we do a slip stitch again. So can you see now how cute this bubble stitch stays? And then we will work in every other, we'll do this bubble stitch in every other stitch, so we can create 8. So as so this is the one in between, so we work 1 bubble stitch, we did slip stitch here, so we're going to this front loop again, the next one, yarn over, pull through, and here we will slip stitch again, and then chain 1, and then we'll repeat this process again. So yarn over, go into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through. We have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2. We stop and don't do this, we continue with the second bit of the bubble stitch, yarn over, pull, go into the same stitch, pull through. Now we have 4 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, and now we are finishing the bubble stitch, yarn over, pull through 3, and then we'll go in the same stitch and do a slip stitch. Then we go to the next front loop, yarn over, pull through, slip stitch, and now we are going to work on the next one. You can see it there. Go through here, yarn over, pull through, so this will be another slip stitch, but here we will chain 1, yarn over, go into the same, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3, and go into the same stitch to do a slip stitch. So now we're doing only a slip stitch, we go to the next one and do another slip stitch, but we will chain 1, yarn over, go into the same, pull through 2, yarn over, go into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3, go into the same stitch and do a slip stitch, then do slip stitch, and for the neck tencel we go do slip stitch, chain 1, yarn over, pull through. So this is what we need to do up to 8. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to do 3 more. And the last one we're going to make slip stitch, chain 1, go back into the same, slip stitch. You don't need the big end. I just use the yarn needle. You can just push it anywhere, just make sure it is secure. Now, so what you can do with these ends, rather throwing them, you can stuff them in your next project. Look how cute this is. So our cutie octopus is done. So now what we need to do is just to add, if you want you can have it like that, but as I said, I'm making it as a keychain. So I'll show you how I put my onto the keychain. So I go in the middle and just push the jump ring into, and then come through one of the stitch. So put it like that, and then I put the keychain here and hold it. And this is really helpful. I was struggling when I was making my micro crochet earrings, how to open and close, but when I saw it I was like, yeah, look how nice it is. So here, depending how thick your wire is, this is how thick these 4 sides are, but you can have in the middle, so there's 6 one. You can use this one if the wire is thicker, 3 of each side, and I think, oh, this may be the same size, I don't know, but I push it here and just can you see, pushed, and because it's for the camera, it's slipping. And I normally put this one, roll it this way, and we have completed a very gorgeous octopus, mini octopus fluffy keyring. Aren't they gorgeous? Go ahead and make yourself one, or if you want these cuties, they will be available soon on our website, and you can purchase it from there and support our family business. If you like this tutorial, press the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe and press this little bell to know when I post something new. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.